friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of Party of Two, where a married couple takes on a world of gods and monsters, and we are joined tonight by our two special friends. Not special in a weird way, but special in an awesome way. Abby from Tomes the Chaos Bard, and Julian from... Oh, I did the wrong way. Sorry. Abby and Julian from... Julian is from Everyday Superhero Cast, and Abby is... This is awesome. Anyway... Before we get started tonight, we do have a couple of announcements. First off, for those of you who love our talk shows, and we love them too, Tabletop Train Talks and Family Gaming Experience, they are currently on hiatus through the holidays so that Weston and I can have a little bit more time hanging out. However, Weston has a little bit of work to do and would like to share that with you. So, Weston, what are you going to be doing while our talk shows are offline?
So while the talk shows are going offline, I have to build a homebrewed world. We have got our homebrewed world of Valitas that we will be using for our new campaign next year. And I think that it would be fun to have everyone involved in that world building. So come join me on Wednesday nights at the same time as usual on 8 o'clock to be here for World Building with Weston, where I'm going to be world building the new world of Valitas. And if you would like to join me, if you would like to be a part of that world building, let me know and you can jump on with me. So I'll still be bringing on people. We can bring on, I can bring on up to 3 guests to world build with me as we all just, put something together and help build this homebrewed world. For those who don't know, Valitas is a world of chaos and order that has certain game mechanics that will simulate the experiences of those who struggle with mental health disorders. So I built some homebrewed mechanics, and you will get to be a part of those and integrating those into the world, into game mechanics. The homebrew that I've done generally will work for any D20 system, so it will also work with D&D 5th edition as well as Pathfinder.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it.
I am too, and nervous.
It's going to be so cool.
This is my first homebrewing. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I hope this works.
It's going to be awesome, especially since I think we've changed my character like 5 times.
Oh, yeah. Haley keeps wanting
at
to change
this point. No, I don't keep wanting to change it. I just decided we weren't going to do it in D&D anymore. We were going to do it in Pathfinder, and so that completely changed my character build.
Yeah, I kind of had to do that.
Anyway, so that is what's going to be going on in the month of December. And then our campaign, I have been told by our game master, if everything goes to plan, which, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, it always does. We will most likely be ending the Scions campaign by the end of December.
That is the objective. No. If not, it'll be just a tiny bit into January.
Yeah.
At the most.
But we have, for those who joined us later on in our journey, we have been playing this campaign since April of 2021.
Correct.
So it's a hot
minute. Over a year
and
a half in the same campaign with the same characters.
And it's getting close to the end. So cool. All right. I don't think we have any other announcements. Oh, wait. Abby, introduce this way. Abby, introduce yourself and your show, and then Julian, why don't you do the same?
Hi, I'm Abby from Tomes of the Chaos Bard. I play Henley, the Ranger, human Ranger, and our show is a family-friendly D&D 5e actual play podcast, sort of like an audio drama as well, with original music.
It's not really sort of. It's like it is an audio drama.
It really is
it's
audio
so cool.
drama.
It is so cool the way that you guys have kind of taken the actual play and spun it on its head.
Yeah, you take the actual play and you make it into a bit more of a
production.
It reminds me of some old school radio, the radio programs and stuff like that.
That's so exactly what we mimicked it off of. Yeah.
Well, you succeeded.
And we have a lovely host named Psalm the Chaos Bard and his sidekick Quill the Phoenix Feather, and they sort of introduce and guide the story in very unexpected and mysterious and chaotic ways.
Yep, it's awesome. All right, Julian, who are you
Hi.
and where you come from?
I am Julian Loomis. I'm from Everyday Superhero Cast, where I play Julian Loomis. That's pretty much it. I'm a nerdy wellness communicator, and when I'm not helping others, I am telling stories and using my imagination, which is what we're doing tonight.
Yes, it's awesome. So there is a YouTube channel for both of you, and you stream live on Twitch, Julian, but Abby, you guys just have the podcast and the YouTube channel, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We do
cool.
not stream live, although maybe in February we might with our mailbag. We do a mailbag once a year.
Yeah, you should. Yes,
should
stream
do
that
that.
live. That
Yep.
would be fun. That would be very fun. All
We're
right,
still
cool.
trying to decide if we actually have the equipment or not.
We can help you out with that.
Just
if you need it.
we can help you with that.
Okay.
We can.
But and just so we know going into it, so Abby is playing Sia, the estranged for a long time sister of Haley's character Andoriana, and Julian's playing Theo, who is a Shuni investigator. If you don't know what the Shuni race is in Pathfinder,
A
go
pug.
look it up. It's a pug.
It's a pug dog.
Pug
life.
life, yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he has been Sia's protector and caretaker since they were separated for about 10 years or so. So
Surrogate father.
yes, surrogate father.
Yes.
They have now been reunited, and we'll recap when we get back from the intro. So, are we ready?
Yes.
Here we
I
go.
was ready. I'm ready now.
And here we go. And welcome to tonight's episode.
What was that?
Oh, what was that?
What was that?
That was a ghost.
Last time on the Scions.
Did you guys see that?
I don't think they did, actually.
I don't think you guys
No.
did. Weston added something at the very end of the intro.
So last time, our band of adventurers continued and tracked their way down into a old sealed crypt, sealed by a family that were worshippers of Iomade and had sealed the crypt. But apparently there dwelled within a lich, a necromancer, that dwelled down beneath. And Sia, through her connection to Pharasma, the goddess of death, as an oracle, had seen visions that they need to go down into this crypt. They are Andoriana and Charles, have been tasked with finding Shimonji, an abolitionist from the nation of... dang it. And now my brain forgets the nation.
Didn't it start with an A
Nope,
sound?
began with a K.
A K sound.
But from one of the other nations that has allied with the bad guy, Kuth Waldwin of the campaign. And so you are going to find Shimonji because she might have information that will be essential to your war efforts against Kuth Waldwin and his new crusade. Guided by Sia's visions, you went down into the crypt, fought some undead there, multiple forms of undead. You had some ghouls, you had some wraiths, you had some a trap that summons hellhounds that run through there, and then battled a lich.
I think last episode, you guys / me sometimes rolled 3 separate initiatives.
I think we did.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a lot of battling. By the end, I was like, I'm going to throw something at the GM if he puts another monster
And I had to
on.
be
Oh,
saved
I
a
was
couple times.
enjoying every minute. Pathfinder battles are awesome.
They are
They are.
epic, to say
And
the
then
least.
I scattered underfoot and avoided the whole conflict.
You did
Yeah.
actually. So in the end,
Freaking
in order
brat.
to
You
to
probably saved our bacon.
Yeah.
Yes, you might have. So in this combat, the Lich had summoned an army of undead infantry, skeleton infantry, skeletal hulks, rolling piles of skulls to attack, and Sia had activated her abilities as an oracle and of Pharasma, and had begun to just walk through this sea of undead, just blasting out life energy around her. Andoriana trying to rushed in to take out the Lich himself, and actually managed to take him down in health points enough to get him to start to plead for mercy. And during that, Theo ran between the legs of all these skeletons, nailing these reflex rolls over and over again to get back into his crypt, go find a side door, and find Shimon G, the kobold abolitionist.
No.
No,
No,
thank
she
you.
was a
gnoll.
No, thank you. Fixing that.
She looks like a hyena.
Yep. A Knoll, who is an abolitionist in Katapesh, that is the country,
Catapash, yes.
and a cleric of Caden Kalian. And she's like, wait, what's going on? Yeah, Theo explains real quick, we're here to get you, but they're fighting out there. She runs out and is like, stop! And that's where we ended.
Yeah.
Where we currently stand with our party, to set the scene for you all, you are currently standing in these catacombs. Andoriana, you have your sword drawn over the head of this undead Lich King. Sia, you and Az are standing in a sea of undead, blasting out life energy and healing magic all over the place to bring them down. And Theo, you are standing back in the room behind Shimon G, seeing all of this happening.
This is after they ran out to like make everything stop, right?
They had just yelled out for everything to stop,
Okay,
and that is where we ended.
cool. I'm just gonna take a big sigh of relief. And
Honestly,
walk out confidently and be like, we don't have to fight. We can be friends.
Why can't we be friends?
Anna is not in any way convinced, however, she has stopped the swing of the sword that was meant to decapitate said Lich.
So you currently have your sword over his
Like,
head.
about to, so she stops because just in a quick look, that's obviously a hyena person. That
And
is
he-
obviously a gnoll. That's not a human.
The Lich below you raises his hand. Wait! We can talk about this.
This is a horrible misunderstanding. I have found why we came here.
He looks over his head back at where you are. He's like, Gee, what are you doing? Get back in your room. And he's like bracing himself, like not sure what to do. I'm trying not to get hit here, but what are you doing out there?
Theo, who is this individual?
This is the individual we've been looking for. I don't know about that, but I sensed when they bought my bathroom story that could be peaceful, and I just ran to see if I could find the person we were looking for, and I found them.
All right. Sia, Anna's not looking behind her. She's just straight at the Lich. So she knows Sia has done something because she saw some of it. But she's like very focused on this Lich.
You do still hear, and behind you, you still can somewhat hear the clash as these skeletons are still just following the last orders that were given to them. So,
Yeah.
Sia, you are still being hit at and being attacked by these skeletons with Az there with you in the circle. Him trying to blast out this healing magic all around him.
Anna understands what's happening there, right?
You can still hear. You are acquainted enough with battlefields
Okay,
to
so
know
I
what's
still
going
know
on.
what's going on. All right, I'm going to lower the sword, not in a brusque fashion, but also not slowly, to the neck of the lich, and just look at him and say, "You call them off, or you will lose your head."
He snaps his fingers. And as he snaps his fingers, suddenly all the undead stop and fall over into piles of bones.
I was hoping they were going to dance.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
These bones, these dry bones.
Yes.
No, they all fall.
As that happens, Anna is going to take a step back, still looking at the lich as if she's ready for him to try and do something. All right.
Can I get up now?
Yes. And Anna just is
Right.
going to turn at this point and then go towards Sia. Like, as soon as she's like, okay, this is cool, we're turning around and go to Sia now.
Okay.
I have a question
Yes.
for the DM. Can I turn off my abilities, or they're just on until I run out of energy?
Right now, they are just on.
Yeah.
Anna, as you turn around, you see Sia radiant. She is glowing. She is a beacon of bright white light and healing energy. And you see her all over covered with cuts and bruises and heavily damaged.
Can I get to her? Is that
There's nothing blocking you.
okay? I'm gonna go to her and kind of try and like wrap my arms around her a little bit and be like, it's done. What are you doing? Stop! It's done.
So see, she's going to come over here and try and envelop you. Are you going to let her?
I'll let her try, but she probably gets healed.
She does. Anna, you suddenly, as you come close to her, begin to feel all of your cuts begin to heal up.
And probably more quickly than you've ever seen it before.
Yeah. Okay, but Sia, can you like actually see me, or are you in like a trance-like state?
She can see you.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Sia, stop. We're done. What are you doing? What are you doing? But stop.
This is one of my abilities. I can't stop.
You can't stop.
I mean, eventually.
Eventually, and then I'll go back to sleep.
What?
Not death. Sleep.
No, I got that part. You can't. It's not. Can you stop her from?
As Adis gets up, let me see if I can help, because you are covered in cuts and you are bleeding all over. We did narrative combat, but I would say you are probably within 10 hit points of dropping. And Az walks up and he casts a first one action heal.
And it
no
doesn't
effect.
work.
There's no effect.
Az.
Oh.
I think I still have. I'll try, and I'm going to cast my lay on hands.
Okay.
And apparently it's like disappeared from my spells. Why is it? Oh,
Focus spell.
no, it kind of helps if you're on the right character sheet.
That tends to
Hold
help.
on a second, guys. I'm sorry. But I'm going to try and cast lay on hands on her.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well, it's just, I just do it.
Yep, you just do it.
So it's done. Like, I reach out and I touch her. Like, because I already have her hands, or I already have her shoulders, like, in my hands.
I
so
want
I'm
to
like,
grab her hand, like, to try and kind of stop her, but weakly. Obviously. And be like,
obviously.
it's not going to work. It won't work.
Why?
I can't be healed when I'm in this state.
You can't. But okay, so essentially you just run out like a battery and then you're done. And you sleep for 3 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever.
Yes.
I could sleep for 3 weeks right now. That sounds like a good idea.
Now, Sia, you will know you didn't hit the top level of your curse.
No, I didn't.
So at this point, you won't continue to drain. As will come over, he's like, we can't use magical, but let me try to simply help. And so he's gonna pull out his bandages. He's gonna pull out his salves, and begin to bandage you up and attempt to do mundane healing.
I'm trained in medicine too, so I can do
You want to try
something.
assisting?
Like first aid, yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Okay. That's really bad. It's not a natural 1. It was a natural 2. So 16.
60. Okay.
Hero point.
You don't critically. You do not critically fail.
If I had critically failed, I would have used a hero point because I don't want to hurt you.
Yes. But no, you did not critically fail. So you don't actually help at all in it. But you also don't hurt with it. So
Okay.
as though is able to do mundane healing on you. So I will go ahead and roll for that. So it's 2d8 plus 10. That as is able to do, because you are able to be healed through regular medical training. You were just not able to be healed magically at all.
Yeah.
So that's 19 hit points that you would get back. So I'm going to tell you right now to adjust your hit points to 29.
Okay.
As he's finishing that up,
I can treat her again. I will continue to treat her as I can, but it will take time to heal this way.
Okay. We need to get back up. Then is it safe? Is there a safe? And she's gonna look up to the lich that was there and she's like, is there a safer way out of here than your crypt of horrors back there?
Excuse me.
I have no time for this. You know I will chop off your head.
We are in their home.
She is rude, is she not? Well, what? You come into my home
Called it.
with your big swords? Did you hurt my dogs? He points over at the 3 jars there
Yes,
with...
I killed them.
Well, they'll come back.
Exactly. So, is there a safer way out of here? By the way, and she's going to turn and look at Shimonji and be like, we were sent to find you from the Pathfinder Society, so you better damn well be worth it because she almost lost her life.
I went down twice.
As kind of puts
He
his
doesn't
hand-
really count.
As kind of puts his hand...
Oh!
Burn!
Great.
Hey, she's got some prejudices against you because she's very protective.
Az is gonna put his hand on your shoulder and say, Anna, I don't think you're helping right now. We are okay at the moment. I will continue to check on her condition, but we came down here for a reason. Let's take a moment, take a deep breath, and let's see what we can find out. Please?
All right.
I imagine Sia's just like covered in bandages.
Yes. Like Az is running out of bandages and like ripping off pieces of clothing because you were like cut all
I'm
over
gonna grab
the
my
place.
bag of holding and kind of toss it to Az and be like, you can use whatever you find in there.
I'm not sure what you have in there, but
I don't
okay.
know what I have in there either, but if you find anything, you can
Fine.
just...
Will do.
Okay.
At some point, Sia goes, "Az, I'm fine. That's like tiny. Stop.
He's like
Stop,
trying.
stop, 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 stop.
If I don't have every cut covered, she is going to lose her mind.
It's already lost.
It's true. All right. I apologize. Not really, but I would like to understand why the Pathfinder Society tasked us to come and get you. As they have, and they have said that your information is incredibly important, assuming to Kuth Waldwin and the effort to stop him and his war machines.
Kuth Waldwin?
Oh dear Lord, it's not even about that. I got nothing. Are you serious?
I'm sorry, I've been on the run, like hiding out.
So then why does the Pathfinder Society want
Been
you?
a little hard to keep up on current events. Maybe you give me a little...
Kuth Waldwin, demon gnome, who is stealing the souls of people to fund and battery power a bunch of war machines that are going to kill everyone and everything.
And this is happening now?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So you know nothing about that then?
Uh,
Do you know anything about the soul trade?
Well, some, but like... And Az kind of puts his hand on your shoulder. He's like, Anna,
What?
give her... Let me help you, okay? Can I help you?
Yes, you can help.
And so then he gives her a bit of a rundown of Kuth Waldwin, what's currently happening with him, including that they said that he is now in a alliance with Ketepesh, and that you had information.
Oh, right. I forgot all of that.
Yeah. He
Forgot what we were
he
doing.
pats you on the shoulder and is like, I know, Anna.
I'm sorry. I was a little distracted by my little sister about keeling over.
I'm fine.
Are you still glowing?
Yes.
Then you're
Supposed
not
to be a good
fine.
thing?
I'm fine.
Which, by the way,
Humans don't glow.
Sia, where are you still standing over there in the middle of all the skeletons?
I probably moved away from any undead material as
Okay.
far as I could.
Are you walking over near where Anna and the rest of the party are?
Probably not, considering the lich is still there.
Okay, that's what I wanted to check. So you kind of
accidentally kill it.
you're kind of standing back from it a little bit with this glowing power just radiating out from you.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the most
Yeah.
horrible thing. The world could always use one less lich.
And you,
I didn't say that out loud.
Excuse
I did not
me?
say that out loud. I said that very loudly in my head.
You said it to Bruce.
I said it. I said it to Az. Telepathically.
Now you all now that you're standing here, you actually get a look at this lich character. Because beforehand you were kind of in the throes of combat. He's a lich. He's got a skeletal head, and definitely probably a skeleton
Does
underneath
he have
there.
green flaming flames?
Not anymore.
They got flamed out.
Did we douse them out?
Did something that I did douse.
Well, he's not currently trying to intimidate you. Little prestidigitation goes a
wait,
long way.
So kind of like Hades. So his head was like Hades from Hercules.
Well, no,
It was-
his
it was-
eyes were like that.
Oh, his eyes were like.
So he doesn't have any
okay.
hair, but
I
you
thought
do
it was
see
hair.
that he's wearing these really nice, big, definitely old, definitely tattered now because of age, but robes.
And because Anna smacked him with a sword a bunch of times.
Yeah, true. Although the robes
Yeah,
were
she did.
cushiony enough that they blocked some of that impact. And these are beautiful robes, ridiculously ornate, and all in the reds and blacks of Cheliax.
Wait. How old
what?
though? What era of Cheliax?
What's Cheliax?
Cheliax is the country that I originate from.
Yeah, all the
character.
bad guys
do
and
we
stuff
like
like that.
them or not like them?
You don't
I
like
don't
them.
like them.
You fled
Okay.
Cheliax with Sia.
That's a thought.
But that's the question. What age of Cheliax, though? Because if this is a lich and he can live forever.
Roll me a society check.
Can I do that too?
Sure you can.
Me too.
Go right ahead.
This
I have 1 in society, so it's 18.
I rolled a 5. Ignore me.
I rolled a 17, but I only have a +1, so.
I mean, I have a plus 18.
That's
That's 23.
Yeah,
22.
but I rolled a 5.
10 plus 16.
So 26 for you.
26.
Yep.
Yeah.
None of you are quite sure what
So confused.
era of Cheliax.
There was an era of Cheliax in history where they actually were very good people.
But the colors then would have been greens.
Ah, okay.
So you are aware of that. That's a general idea. You've lived in Cheliax. You know that when House Thrun took over and they sold the soul of the nation to Asmodeus, that then everything changed from Eridan focus, which was greens, to reds and blacks.
Okay.
You also, there was a roll that was done earlier in last session where you guys were able to find, kind of realize that the crypt has been kind of closed down since probably when Cheliax was kicked out of Andoran, because they used to run it and then they rebelled and kicked them out.
Yeah.
So Az kind of
All right.
gives her this laydown of that, and that there's now this alliance with Kedepesh. And the moment that he says Kedepesh, you see a visible reaction.
So I guess that's why Pathfinder Society wanted us to come find you.
You said something about souls powering war machines. More details, please.
Kuthwaldwin put together these automatons.
Can you describe?
They're very big. They have evolved from... I'm describing. What
do they look like?
They're very big. They're broad-shouldered and they're tin and aluminum, and they have blue, gold, glowy things inside of them because it's a soul stone on the inside.
Oh.
And they're like
You have Alum Enforcers where?
What are they called?
Alum Enforcers.
They have a name.
What?
Aluminium.
Alum.
Alumin?
I was right.
Alum.
I guess you said it that way.
Aluminium.
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 This is the blooper reel.
Yes. I can tell my party are very focused right now.
We're so
I'm
focused.
super focused.
Abby is so right here. Alum.
Alum.
It's broken forever.
Oh my gosh. Soldiers?
Enforcers.
Enforcers. Alum enforcers.
They're large, humanoid in shape, blue glowing stone in the chest.
Yes.
Oh, so they illuminate.
Oh, I thought it was like aluminium. Like, I thought it was the same thing. I thought it was they're made
I
from
was just saying
aluminum.
that to mess with you.
No, I really did think that was...
Honestly, I didn't
Aluminum?
realize that would be the connection for the word, but that actually makes a lot of sense.
Okay, I guess if that's what they're called, but they're huge, and he has an entire army of them. And from what I understand, and I wouldn't be surprised, many other things that are also a part of his war machine. We don't know exactly what his end goal is, but we do know that he is managing to brainwash or remove the will of some incredibly powerful people to make them complacent and complicit.
And you can see her kind of sitting there and thinking for a moment, thinking over your words. As you're... Oh, bless you. As you're saying that, the Lich does go, wait. Okay, I understand you two have... But, like, you haven't even introduced yourselves at all.
Oh,
I don't know who you are. I don't know why you're here in my house.
I'm pretty sure you just heard the why. But I am Andoriana. I am a former Hell Knight.
Ah,
And I am now the diplomat from Ravenel.
oh,
To-
so Cheliax.
No. I am a diplomat from Ravenel.
Yes, which is part of
No,
Cheliax.
it's not part of Cheliax.
Yes, it is.
It is not part of Cheliax. Huh, we are going to have problems. Do you like a sword at your neck? It's not a part of Cheliax. It is...
Not anymore.
What?
It's not part of Chiliax.
Wait, how old are you?
anymore.
It's not part of... Oh, the Empire has fallen.
No. Answer my question. How old are you?
That's a very rude question.
You're not
to
a
ask.
woman, I can ask you.
Well,
It gives me an idea of what you'd actually know.
I am Ovidius Germilionis, the governor of Augustana.
Well, Augustana is now like its own kingdom.
Well, no, it's not. Andoran's its own kingdom. Augustana's a city.
Wait, okay, Augustana. There's too many A names. It's its own thing now. It's not
And
a
a
part
part
of.
of
It's
Cheliax.
not a part of Cheliax.
I was... Oh, that's right.
You were bricked up down here,
Yeah.
so you don't know what's going on.
Oh, yes, that's what happened. It's been a long time.
I can tell.
How long?
I don't know. I don't have a...
Honestly,
Time-
neither do I.
I don't have a time-telling device here.
Cheliax is losing bits and pieces throughout time. Ravenel is where Cantago is, and it's not a part of Cheliax anymore.
Oh, they
And-
lost more. How?
Did you say you were a governor?
Yes.
Obviously,
Are
you're
you
not
a
doing a very good
current
job.
sitting governor?
Well, I was.
There's no
I
way.
mean, you're on the run, obviously, but like, were you currently sitting in the process of
When
having to go
when
on
I
the run?
was alive.
Before you turned to Lichdom.
Well,
We're
it's a-
talking about to the Lich. I thought we were talking to the Knoll.
No, we're
No,
talking
I
Lich.
understand what's
We're
going
talking
on
to
now.
the Lich.
I was the governor, and then there was some disgruntled peasantry here within the city and the area, and most of Andoran. And they were very disgruntled, and they decided that they wanted to change leadership.
Wait, hold on a second. If I cut your head off, would anything happen? Other
probably
than your
hurt.
head would be dislodged from your shoulders.
It might take me some time to recover, possibly.
But it wouldn't kill you.
I'm not discussing this. So he turns back to you, to Theo, and looking back towards
Hold
Theo,
on.
who's back
Hold
there.
on. Telepathically, I'm going to say to to Charles. I could do it. Just one real... And then it would be done.
Undead can die again. You saw out there.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, if he's a lich, can he actually come back?
It's debatable.
Should I do it? I could do
No,
it.
don't do it. Why not? And he's talking to Sia and to Theo about telling you this elaborate story about how he was this wonderful, magnanimous governor under House Thrune, ruling this area with magnanimity. Dang it, I can't say that word.
Aluminum.
Yeah, thank you. And the peasantry just decided that they didn't like him and they wanted all of his money. And unfortunately, it appears that in the endeavor, he might have been killed. But he had made certain deals to bring him back. Unfortunately, apparently he didn't negotiate that well, and so he didn't come back until after he'd already been buried in his crypt.
As this story is being told, I'm going to turn to Anna and just how do you two get your orders or information? What brought you to search out this current lead?
We were approached by somebody in the castle of Andran when we got here.
Well,
I get the city and the country mixed up.
you were at the military base here in Augustana, where
Yes.
you met with the supreme elect
Yes.
of the country.
So basically the president.
Yeah. And then while afterward, you were approached back in your rooms by a member of the
I was going
Pathfinder
to say
Society.
that. I remembered all of that.
Okay.
Well, what he just said.
What did he say? Just the last part. Who was the last person? Who?
It was the president of the Pathfinder Society, wasn't it?
Just a member.
Oh, it was just a member?
Yep.
Okay. That came to us and said that they were missing her, that she was on the lam, and that she had some very important information that
It
we
seems
needed.
to me that, and pardon me, I think we were told to follow you so we could find this lich.
The Lich?
Well, of course, I'm very important.
We were told to find Shimonji.
Do you normally get your orders or where to march from people you recognize, or like just people, or voices, or?
Well, this was a visitation from someone after we met with the Supreme Elect. So apparently I have a reputation.
Yep. If you remember, Theo, Sia had the vision to go down to the crypt and see the.
Yeah, I know. What I'm basically, but I also know that they're being toyed with the same god.
Yep.
So it's wondering if
We don't normally when I have a communication with Pharasma, which is not very often, it's done through the Morrigan. And she comes and tells me things, places to go, people to speak to stop being a whiner.
DM, is the Morrigan still here? Because I summoned her.
Yes, you did.
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that! So she's going to point to the Morrigan. Wait, why are you still here?
I summoned her.
She hasn't told me I can leave yet.
What, so you just get to stay here forever?
No,
You
it's a very limited period of time, and honestly, I need to go soon. The spell generally only lasts up to 1 minute.
Oh.
So you're getting
So
right
she's
to the
like
very
gone.
edge.
She's okay. But the Morrigan is normally the one that will give me instructions, but most of the time it's a series of events.
She
and
looks
pulled
over
strings.
at both of you in this exasperated sigh. Just ask her some questions and talk to her, Anna, instead of hitting her over the head, and you might find out
I'm not
what
hitting
you
anyone over the head.
need.
What are you
And
talking
then
about?
she is
No
going
way.
to wave her hands and turn into spider webs and disappear.
Who is the she? Who is the she?
The
See,
Morrigan.
No, the Morrigan was talking to me.
The Morgan was talking to you.
What? So who's the she? Is it Shimonji that I'm supposed to be speaking to?
She is a woman.
Or
She is a female, and the Lich is very apparently male.
I know that.
I mean, he was male. I mean, skeletons, you can't really.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to confuse. I was building a canon theory in my own head that was separate from your actual conversation, and I was acting it out loud in my character.
Okay, no, it's
That's
fine.
all.
No, yes. We had an actual person come speak to us and tell us that we needed to speak to and go find Shimonji. And
Wonderful.
it was compelling enough that we obviously did so.
They told you to come find me.
Yes.
What's your story? I'll sit down.
And so you do a little circle, a couple of times before you
I
sit.
sit. I do a little sit, and then I plop down cross-legged.
All right, cool. Well, you mentioned Kedepesh.
Yes.
So they have Alumin forces, and he has allied himself with Kedepesh.
It appears to be
Based
so.
on what he says. She points to Az. Well, then I should probably tell you what's going on in Kedepesh.
I assume so.
Have you heard of Hashim ibn Sa'id?
I'm just gonna roll. What do I need it to be to know
Society.
what that means?
It's always society for people and stuff like that.
29.
Holy crap!
29
I also rolled, and it's 27.
Oh, I have a feeling it needed to be
Neither
a
of
30.
you are quite
It
sure.
needed to be a 30.
Dang it.
Hold on. I want to see if I get a natural 20. Oh, that's cocked. Hold on. Nope, that's 4. Okay.
Anna, you have, though.
I have?
Yes. That is who Kuthwaldwin has the alliance with. That was in your meeting with everyone.
Oh. Yes, I do. I do, actually. I do know who that is.
So you then know that he kind of runs. So Kedepesh is ruled by the Pact Makers, the
Yes.
Pact Masters.
Okay.
They are these hidden, enigmatic rulers who no one ever really sees.
Mm-hmm.
He runs the country for them. But he doesn't actually, because he's dead.
What?
Has been since right after he took power. The Hashim ibn Sa'id that everyone knows is not Hashim ibn Sa'id.
Who is it?
He is a creature. An ancient creature. Have you heard of the... Oh, give me a second. The name is different in Pathfinder and D&D, and it goes back and forth. I'll go through.
No.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll.
Roll. Occultism.
Natural 1.
Occultism.
Can't even
Sia?
remember.
Sia has occultism.
She does.
Does Anna?
Nope.
No, Anna doesn't. So I've got to go. I'm going to go grab that package really quick. So it's
That
Oh,
is 13 plus 16.
So a 29
Yeah.
is all. You aren't quite sure?
Dang it.
I'd really like to know, though.
Yes. I want to know. Can you tell me?
Yay.
However, Az gets a 31.
Ah. Woo.
So when Hayley gets right back from getting our package that's just delivered, and we don't want someone to steal it, because it's that time of year, Az might tell. Anna. Az
Ibn.
looks over at you and goes, Anna, you have heard.
What, the
Remember,
creature?
the Algothu were served by the faceless stalkers? The guys who can change their faces?
Wasn't that an Atlantean thing?
Aslanti, yes. The ancient...
Yes. So he's now in charge of Kedepesh?
Apparently one of them is in secret. Sia, with the 29 that you rolled and what they're telling you, you would know that this is fairly common knowledge for anyone because it's major historical events. Long time ago, some ancient race of aquatic, psychic, powerful magic users were trying to take over the world. When humans didn't want them to, they pulled a meteorite out of the sky and almost destroyed the world.
Rude.
Everything in history is now was then measured since the starfall, which is that event. So they are the idea of these creatures has existed, but everyone thought they were gone. disappeared to legend.
So this is a touch bigger.
He is I'll go through leader, what they called a veiled master, one of the most powerful. And the Alum enforcers are the Pact Masters' army.
Oh dear.
So Kuth Waldwin has made
How long ago did this Kuth Waldwin show up?
show up, like in general? He's been around since I was at Citadel Infrarak. He's been, I'm not sure. Do you know how long he's been?
It has been, he showed up years ago and
Yes.
quickly moved up the ranks.
It seemed like only the last 4 months or so that he's really done everything that he's done in the public.
I have not been in Kadapesh for a while, but when I left, because they were coming after me, because Hashim knows that I know.
How do you know?
I managed to infiltrate and catch him when his disguise was down.
You weren't like...
He has been leaving Kadapesh a lot. He actually is not there very often anymore.
Where's he going?
We don't know.
My name is Theo.
Ah, pleasure, Theo. She comes down and kind of reaches out her hand to shake.
And my name is Sia.
Are you
At this
still
point,
glowing?
Sia,
No
your
way.
glowing
Hi.
has begun to diminish.
Okay.
Because after 10 minutes of rest, your curse drops.
Okay.
And as you say that, you're like, and I'm Theo. Then suddenly the Lich is like, and I'm Ovidius. So,
Hang on, I'm gonna roll.
what you got for me, man?
19.
Nope, you have no clue. He's already told you. He's already told you
His whole life story.
his main story of, being there. But as you guys talk about the Ogothu, he does chime in, though. He's like, well, as a practitioner of magic, I'm acquainted with these beings. They are powerful rune magic and prefer to subjugate the minds of those they serve and mess with their bodies. They
what do you mean mess with their bodies?
change them. Specifically, they would generally change them to be able to serve them underwater.
As
To do what underwater?
the I don't remember his name.
Delta?
Delta.
Yes, Delta is... His ancestors were changed by the Algothu.
I just was making a connection, so I thought I'd
Pats you on the shoulder.
thank you. Not patronizing at all.
Nope.
I
Little
appreciate
bit.
it.
So, you might, if you have Alumin forces and Hashim is involved, then
This is bigger. I'm assuming that means that this is bigger than...
I do not see him serving someone else.
No. So you believe Kuth Waldwin is serving him?
I mean, if this is...
Maybe he's a mind-changing person.
What, you think Kuth Waldwin is a Algothu? What?
Maybe?
I know you too well. Are you serious right now?
You have no idea.
Oh no,
But
I
it's
do.
a
I
plausible
know
theory.
you. I know you. I know your
really have
faces.
zero idea.
So,
Holy shites!
if this is what's happening, I need to get out of here then too. So where's this Cuthwaldwin?
He is currently at the border of Cheliax. Cheliax and GM, I need help.
And Andoran,
And Andron,
where you're at.
where we're currently at. Where we are currently located.
And the Lich,
Isn't he in one of the main cities, right? Like close to the border, but not like right on the border.
No.
Like, where is he?
his capital where he's stationed is in Westground, which is in the middle of Cheliax.
Oh,
But
okay.
the army is attacking.
Okay.
You know this.
Yes.
This was in the intelligence you were given.
Yes, I know. I
You should probably take better notes.
confused. Well, no, I'm gonna throw a dice at you.
And the Lich King just chimes in. He's like, well, if he is in Cheliax, I'm sure that House Thrune has him well under hand.
No, he doesn't. She doesn't.
Do you forget who your ruler is?
No, I'm saying he's not in hand.
Well,
She has given him complete and utter reign over everything. She has essentially said the Hell Knights and all of their orders are his personal guard.
One moment. He turns around, walks back into his room, which you've never been in, but he goes in there. Theo, you're still
Theo's
in
been
the room.
in there.
No, I came out.
Are you still in the
he came out
doorway?
and he joined us.
I'm
Okay, you
sitting
came
on
out?
the ground.
Okay, cool. I just wasn't sure if you were still in the doorway area or if you had
No,
moved on the other side.
when I came out to be cordial and did my spinneroonie and sat down to hear the story, that was in the room where it is.
Okay.
So he kind of joined us.
So Ovidius walks in and he kind of goes over by where the bed area is there, and all of a sudden you watch him sit down Indian style, and then he begins to chant.
I'm just gonna look at Shimonji. Does he do this often?
No, he doesn't need to.
Is this just like a safe house for you, or is this like a thing? He seems very protective.
Well, he's a nice guy.
I don't think that's what the words that I would use to describe him, but
Well, you're kind
do
of
you-
barged
how do you
in.
even
Protective of Sia, how would
know?
you describe your room?
what?
What?
I said you're protective of Sia. How would you describe you?
Well, she's my sister. It's a little
Burn.
different. It's slightly different, Theo.
I came down here because I heard that this would be an area no one would look for me. And I snuck down here, and I was stealthy about it and didn't trigger any of the haunts. And found him here playing his organ and reading books and pondering the universe. And he hadn't had much conversation in a very long time.
Is this like a Phantom of the Opera kind of thing?
I don't know what that is.
All right.
I mean,
fine.
you'd know it from the opera houses in Cheliax,
Mhm.
but she,
Mm-hmm. That's fine. Okay. What is he doing?
I'm not quite sure. I'm not a magic person that really, in that way.
As.
Az kind of looks over, and then suddenly you watch as all some magical energies swirl around him in something you'd be very acquainted with, being in Infrak all the time. He stepped into his summoning circle, and he suddenly chants, and then you watch as suddenly appears in front of him an imp.
An imp?
Yep. A little devil pops appears right in front of him.
Is it Joe Pesci?
You're outside the room. You can see
I
him
would
and-
like to move towards the room to hear what's being said.
Okay. And as you walk forward, you do find him conversing. So what's going on there? Well, you see, the thing is that in Cheliax, things have kind of gotten weird. You know?
Is this the same one?
Nope, it's not the same one.
Okay.
And, you know, boss ain't too happy about it. You know? So, yeah.
Christopher Walken. The other imp was Joe Pesci. This one's Christopher Walken.
I just got it.
Oh.
He's like, so is Thrun still? Well, they're kind of in charge, but like, not really. You know, we're working on it. He looks back over, seeing outside the summoning circle, looks at you, and goes, "Oh, she's working on it."
What, you all talk to each other?
Well, yeah.
Right, I guess that makes sense.
I mean, you know, around the water cooler.
You have a water cooler? Is it next to the torture devices?
No, it's down the hall. Why would you put the water next to the torture devices?
All right.
What is that?
That, darling, that is an imp.
He's flapping his wings.
Just kind of like pointing at it like, mommy, look at the monkeys.
So, you got anything else that I can help with? And he's like,
Can you please tell Asmodeus it would be nice if he would like actually do something about this?
oh, okay, but I don't get to talk to the big man very often. But
Tell him that you have a personal message from Andoriana, the champion of Pharasma, requesting that he do something about this.
you know, I'll fill out the report in triplicate. And you know, it'll get up there eventually.
Yeah.
So,
You mean down there?
yeah.
Take it.
Well, I got to go, so thanks. And he poofs out. And Ovidius kind of sits there. I'm glad I'm dead.
Why?
To see the fall of the great empire.
Why
If
would
I
it...
had tear ducts, I would cry.
Okay. Right. Well,
That's gross.
turning back to Shimonji, she's like,
So, but you could help us. You can summon an army.
and they're not that powerful. He's not.
But-
Roll me a
But
diplomacy
they can get
check.
in the way.
Roll me. Hey, I'm gonna say. Okay, you say that, Sia. By this point, your glow has gone away. You're not glowing.
Yeah.
Do you want to go ahead and roll?
Oh, I
for-
totally am.
Let's
yeah.
go ahead.
Hang
Yeah.
on.
Roll me a diplomacy check.
Boom. Yeah, that's good. So I have a 19 in diplomacy
Uh-huh.
plus 15.
Okay, so a 34.
Nice.
He looks at you and he's like, well, I would love to serve my country, but I'm kind of stuck.
How? Stuck how?
So I built this crypt. It's mine. But afterward, those who came after decided to build their own stuff on top. And they set up a room at my entrance with all of this holy magic.
Oh,
Iomade.
you can't get past Iomade.
Right.
Hey, Az,
As like, yeah, yes.
can you teleport?
Not at this moment. I mean, I don't have the equipment.
Not today. Not right now.
Not right now, no.
Is it a ritual?
In general,
Is it a ritual spell for you to do that?
Yes. That takes
Okay.
time, and I require... I mean, he's a spellcaster, so he could help, but it would take time and laying out everything. And
All right. I'm just thinking if we could get him out of here with a agreement, and since you are Chilaxian, we would make it a written contract that you help us. If we could get you out of here, how would that make you feel?
roll diplomacy for me.
Hold on.
Use your hero point.
I'm going to use my hero point.
By the way, Abby,
It's not that much
for
better.
making
27.
the story interesting by making leaps, you get a hair point.
Ooh, 27.
27. He listens.
You could go see your old world.
This would, sorry, Az's voice there. This would require that you can get me even out of here.
It would. That's why it would be an agreement. If we can get you out of here, then
And-
you serve.
And you would need to make sure that I don't, as I get out, get mobbed.
Why do you think you're that popular?
I'm infamous.
I can guarantee I will protect you if you get mobbed.
And we'll throw in some delicious hand pies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you talking about those meat pies in that little shop?
They also had
Yes.
fruit pies.
Oh, they did have fruit pies, didn't they? Did they have churros? I don't remember.
The point is, they're delicious.
He kind of, as you're sitting there, he looks at you all,
He doesn't eat though, darling.
kind of like,
Okay.
as expressive as a skull can be, and goes, and points to his empty skull mouth with no throat and no tongue. It's like, food has lost its savor, you could say.
What's your version of food in terms not in terms of sustenance, in terms of like flavor and spice and
Is it a specific type of...
Well, I mean, I
Magic?
haven't been able to, but it would be, I imagine, sucking the life force out of a being would be the one appetizing.
Never mind.
I
let's
don't
go.
think we
we
should
could
allow
probably
him...
find you something to do that with.
No, Theo, that is a non-negotiable. Never mind,
I'm
contracts
an
off the table.
Oracle of Phrasma. I don't think that's a good idea.
Pictures off the table, so never mind.
Okay.
Well, fine. I will stay here with my operas.
Why can't you leave? I don't understand.
It's the power of Iomade. He can't get past it.
What's that?
The
Remember that pretty chamber room that had that statue?
and felt.
And we moved the statue to come down here?
I legitimately do not remember this. Not in game.
You weren't.
Like,
You weren't in the game at that moment. Like you were, but you were in chat.
No, he was there.
I didn't think
That
he
was at
there
the
for
very
that
end
night.
of that episode when he was there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, the power of Iomade, which was built on top of this crypt, is strong enough. It is keeping him trapped here.
If you remember, the crypt said on it that it was sealed by that family, and those family were all worshippers of Iomade, and they consecrated.
Okay.
They consecrated the area, the room right where the entrance was to his crypt, making it very difficult for a lich to leave.
got it. Is there a way to break that concentration?
It's a spell.
To unconsecrate?
Yeah.
There is,
Do you
but
mean to
I don't.
desecrate?
Yeah, to desecrate.
Yes.
There is. I don't know if I have that. I could probably do it. I mean, is that,
Do we really want to though?
that's a good question.
I
mean,
don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
was-
we might just. Are you talking in front of him in this, or are you mind talking?
No, I'm mind talking to
Okay.
you.
As
I'm
in
not
mind
that
talk-
stupid.
As in mind talking, like we might by letting him out. Yes, he might help against Cthulhuwaldwin, but then we might also have another evil to then have to stop.
I know.
Maybe not.
That's. I am agreeing with this. That's. Never mind. I was going.
It
to,
was a bad idea.
It was a good idea until he started talking about sucking the life force out of people. Then it was a bad idea. So never mind. So we're done with that.
And some of
idea.
that conversation you are having out loud because Sia's part of it.
Yeah.
And so you watch as he just kind of looks at you and goes, Lifeists. And he turns to Shimonji. I've told you about this. I mean, I wasn't up. I couldn't communicate with many people. It was great to have you here. But, like, I swear, people in the living have such an issue with You know,
No, we have an issue. No,
This is-
it's fine. We're not going to talk about it. We need you, though, looking at Shimonji. We need you to come back with us.
I don't know about that. He seems to be able to find me wherever I am.
Well, he didn't find you.
And now
I
that
did.
you found me, I have to leave.
I know, so come with us.
That works.
You have
you're
a
still,
form-
You're still on the move.
You have a former member of the Bellflower Network, a former
And-
Hell Knight.
And she killed a dragon.
Oh, that did happen, and you saw what this little one can do.
Roll me a perception check.
Me?
Yes, you.
Did you just call me a little one?
That can we pretend that was cocked and do it again?
No, we can't.
Dang it! Fine. That is a.
Anna, did you just call me a
26.
little one?
Well, yes, we can argue about that later. It's a 26.
You do see a reaction to her when you say the Bellflower Network. You don't know exactly what the reaction is, but there was definitely a reaction.
So you'd be in safe company. And Theo is very good at tracking things. And obviously, he's cute. So that's a
Keeping
plus.
people alive.
He can also talk his way out of situations where you can't, Anna.
Oh, that's why I said he was cute.
So, Anna, I need some diplomacy.
Frick! Stop it! Okay,
you
we're
better
going to try a
roll
different
high.
dice.
Stop using those dice.
Yeah.
I don't have other dice. I don't know where the rest of my dice are. Okay. That is a 26.
26.
That's not high.
She looks at you. I really appreciate the offer and the help, but I have done best by keeping myself on the run. What information can I want to help you, but I can't go out into the open. So what else would you want to know?
If they sent us to find you, they'll send more. So it makes more sense for you just to come with us.
And they can, and you are the first to find me. So congratulations.
I'm good at my job. Well, and so is he. She kind of nods towards Theo.
Yeah, considering the reason you found her was
Yeah, it's Theo.
give credit where credit's due.
I don't know what else we would need to know because I don't know what's inside your head. It would just be much better if you could just come and then they could ask you the questions they have themselves. But
The one thing you need to know is that if Hashim is involved, then this is about the Veiled Master controlling things. And they have been pulling strings behind the scenes since the Starfall. These are ancient entities with power beyond our imagining. Wait,
is the Veiled Master one entity or is it like a group?
It is, you could say, a classification. They are the rulers of the Algothu.
Okay.
And Ovidius will, as a master wizard himself, well, yes, they have existed since before Starfall. There are some that say they predate the gods. That they were here before the gods turned their attention to the material plane.
It couldn't be before Pharasma. It's the only
Well,
one who
no
couldn't
one
be
is
older
full
then.
of plasma.
All right. Well,
It's like a chicken and egg situation.
if this is all that you're going to give us and not come with,
They are aquatic. They live underwater. So, look, if you're trying to find him, look there.
not necessarily trying to find him, but it's good information to have.
And they
You need to go talk to that Gil guy you said earlier.
Oh, Delta?
Maybe he knows something.
I'm sure he knows quite a bit, but... All right, did Delta come with us?
Nope.
No, he's back in...
He's back in Revenel.
In Rivendell. Of course he is. All right, well, I guess that would be all then. If you're going to skitter off and looking at Shumanji and then looking at what is his name?
Ovidius.
Ovidius, yeah. You're just going to stay here. Sorry.
Unless you... I would love to leave.
I know you would, but I don't think you'd be willing to sell a contract with me.
He kind of like... My dear, I am a follower of Asmodeus. I am always willing to sign contracts.
You're willing to sign a contract that says absolutely no raising of the dead, absolutely no sucking souls,
If I can't
absolutely
raise the
no
dead,
evil
then
activity,
I am of no use.
unless I say so.
Are you going to be there beside me the entire time?
You are going to stay with me the entire time.
Am I a new member of the party?
It will certainly be a party if you are there.
I like him.
I know everyone likes him.
You would make a great pet.
Rude.
That was
He's
that,
a person.
That was rude. He's not a pet. He looks like a pet. He isn't actually a pet. The Shuni are not. They're their own thing. You
Of
can't
course
just
they
go
are.
around calling people pets. That's rude.
I had lots of pets in my day. Halflings.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
So we are not signing a contract with this individual. Is there a back way
This guy
out
is a
of
lich
this
from Cheliax. Come on.
Is there a back way out of this
if
hellhole?
there were, do you think I would be here?
All right, fine. Can you call off all of the creepies, all of them? I want to be able to walk out of this crypt.
Then walk out. I don't control them.
Yes, you do.
I controlled the ones that I brought. I don't control the rest of them. In there, and he points down the hall. Those are my soldiers and my generals, which they killed and then buried here with me. They get angry at times, but you know, when you die violently, it happens.
Wait, so you have nothing to do with the ones that are above, past Iomade, the statue of Iomade and her power.
I
You have
can't
nothing to
anything-
do with
I can't
those
do
ones.
anything beyond then.
Then where the bloody hell did those ones come from?
Anyone wrong, roll me a religion check. Religion or occult?
Yep. Oh,
I can do a religion. Oh, that's
Or-
19. That is a 33
All right.
for religion.
no,
Nice.
actually,
8.
religion is better.
Not rolled 8 total. all my knowledge in the world and insight, and my religion is a +4.
Okay, I rolled really poorly. That's only a 25.
All right,
Yeah,
25.
I got a 34.
You still got
so-
over a 20, which means you can assist. So, with a 35, with her assist there, you would know that ghouls raise up from, undead, and they feast upon both the living and dead flesh.
So they just showed up.
Yeah.
Great.
That's kind of the equivalent of finding a pack of coyotes around a corpse.
Okay.
Or buzzards.
The carrion birds.
Yep.
Fantastic. Great. Well, I think that is all that we
But
need.
we did scare them.
You
They
killed them.
ran away.
There were 2 left hiding in a corner. Yeah.
Okay. Let's head out then. We will take our leave. Shimonji, I don't think the Supreme Elect would be unhappy if you came to her.
I will let you roll one more diplomacy check. It'll be a slightly higher DC.
Can I aid by just making really big puppy eyes?
If you want to roll diplomacy, I don't know how good your diplomacy is.
So good.
Natural 20!
Woo!
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a clutch roll.
37.
And he has, and with
you
the assist there
I have a
too.
plus 22 to diplomacy.
Woo!
Why are you rolling diplomacy for everything? Jeez.
I don't
I
get
have
to roll
plus
diplomacy when
19.
you hit them with the sword.
I do not always hit them with the sword first.
No, but you threatened to.
That's
Okay,
the first
that's
one.
true though.
They were gonna buy my I'm looking for the bathroom story before you got angry.
I was trying to.
If you guys had gone
We
up
love
and
you,
just
Hayley.
and gone straight diplomacy, he would have just talked to you guys.
That's the whole that's
then
the
we
whole
wouldn't
reason
have
I
had a
skittered.
fun
I knew
battle.
that was the thing. I could read the situation.
Well, fine. Okay, so we nat 20'd it and assisted it.
Okay, so with that, she looks at you. I guess it is time.
Wait, what?
The knowledge doesn't do me much good, I guess, if it's just in my head.
Look at Julian's puppy eyes.
And she looks over at you, and she's like,
It hurt my face.
it reminds me of my pup back home.
Oh. And Anna's just going to be like,
I would like to be able to go home someday.
well, it sounds like the only way to really be able to do that is to stop whatever's happening.
Okay. She
Really?
turns to Ovidius. I will come back and visit sometime in the future. When I can. And he's like, please do it. I have had a dearth of good conversation in a very long time. And as you can... my previous associates don't talk much. They scream. That's
Do
all
you
they
just raise them at times just so do you have company?
No, not them. They're crazy. But, and he does kind of reach out his hand and suddenly raises one of the skeletons that had been out there in the battle, that had fallen, that raised the skeletons. Like, you know, it's a bit of a one-sided conversation, but you do what you can.
Is his
Do
name
you
Wilson?
play chess against yourself?
I kind of split my mind into two, and he takes half, and then we play. It's a dividing of consciousness.
All right then. Well, with that,
If you're not going to let me out, I do have one favor to ask. Since
What
you did come in
if-
and...
We signed a contract where he's my pet.
what?
Well, pets don't get to have other pets.
I'm sorry. I am a governor. I am no one's pet.
Former.
I don't think he's going to go with that. It's an
I'm
idea.
I'm trying to be on your side here. Why are you arguing against it?
Because I cannot demean myself. He rolls his shoulders back and grabs his cloak.
Yeah, he's not going to go for that. It's fine. We should just.
What are you asking of us?
And he puts his hand out, and you watch as another skeleton raises up. And he motions and walks over. And I believe that you destroyed my warning notice. I don't want stupid people coming to visit
The
me.
mailbox.
Yes.
That
Oh,
was her.
the
That was her.
Can
automated
you
message.
take the cloak and put it over him, and I will put a new message in there?
I thought your magic didn't work past the seal of an Iomade.
I'm able to make things happen. I can't go.
All right. Yes, we will we will place it where you would like your automated message.
Thank you. He will follow.
You're very welcome. I guess I would say we'll lock up as we leave, but we'll lock up as we leave.
As much as I hate to say this, do close the entrance. I don't need the ghouls coming down here.
All right. Well, goodbye. It's been very
just-
interesting.
They just gurgle water and it's...
That's gross. Anna's just going to go back to Sia and be like, are you all right? Are you feeling okay? Are you feeling better?
She's got her mummy hands.
You're all wrapped up. I know, but are you feeling okay, though?
Yeah, just scratches.
All right.
You have
But
puncture
you're just-
wounds.
You've
you know?
got you've got more than just scratches. You
You
got
got
like
freaking puncture wounds.
Deep scratches.
you got like really attacked while you were doing your impression of a star. So
Okay, and why did you call me little one earlier?
oh my gosh. Okay,
Your younger sister.
we're gonna start walking away now. But with her,
Younger
like
is
I'm gonna take it.
different
I know, but
from little.
are you bigger than me? Are
No,
you
but I'm
even
not
close
little.
to the same
I'm
size
not-
as I am?
Little.
You're not even in my head, Sia is significantly shorter because she was
She is.
always the petite little one.
But little means like baby, and I am not a baby.
I didn't say you were a baby.
As
I
they're
just
arguing,
said
as
little.
is-
Like we're
Talking with
walking.
Shimonji.
We're
Well,
walking.
in my head, when you say little, you mean like your little 6-year-old sister. I am not 6 anymore.
Would it be better if I called you my
Steve.
baby sister?
You can see
No.
Theo having like flashbacks to arguments and be like, I'm a big girl now. I'm
And
an
I'll
yeah.
just
adult.
be
I can
like,
make my
no,
own
you can't come
decisions."
play with me. But we're
As
doing
you-
this as we're walking away.
Yep. As you walk up through the... Shimonji knows the way very well. And she's like, yeah, go here. And oh, don't step on that. That might trigger something. So don't do that. And then, oh, come through here. And then she like... As you get up, she looks at the statue and then looks at you. You seem a bit stronger than I am. Would you push?
Of course. I will
And
put my
remember-
shoulder into it and shove it back into place.
Call me your sister.
Okay, I will call you my sister.
Thank you.
I will probably call you my baby sister, but that's fine. I have to make up for the 10 years that I didn't get to harass you.
Now, is there anything you want to do on your way out?
Not run
Yes.
into any
Not die.
creatures.
Again.
We want to get the treasure.
Oh,
Thank
I
you,
forgot about the
Sia,
treasure.
for
Yes.
remembering.
We do need to go over to get the treasure, but
Sia, you
not...
now have 3 hero points.
That's not fair.
Ooh.
However, we cannot.
Will I ever get to use them?
I don't know.
We do not, however, want to wake up the creatures that are in the room next to the treasure. So please be quiet and careful.
Oh yeah, Shimon. She's like, oh yeah, yeah. Those things will reach out and grab you.
I had a feeling they would, so we were very careful when we were investigating earlier. But there is those things in that we should go over there. So we're gonna go over there.
Okay. Sia, I do ask one question. Are you going to take the staff and prayer beads with you?
Oh.
Oh yeah. Those were on the altar.
They were.
Mm.
So as you walk through,
I do leave them because I think I wanted to respect the graves. If I remember right, we
All right.
told them,
Yeah, you had decided you weren't going to
Mhm.
take them earlier because of that.
yeah.
Theo, you do have an eye on stone floating above your head that you got from in that crypt as well.
Oh, cool.
That you had pulled off one of the caskets.
Nice.
It gave you ghost touch, and that mattered a lot in the combats. So you continue out. Do you guys want to actually go and look at that?
Yeah, we want to go get the look at the loot,
Okay.
the treasure.
As you
Theo
be-
and Thea could use it for surely.
Yes, absolutely, you could.
As you do this, you go down there and you now begin to actually climb into that area to actually find, what is all of this gold that's here? And you do find, as you're looking through it, that a lot of this stuff is engraved with has the engraving of the Hendir family on it.
The Hendir family.
The Hendir family is the ones that sealed the crypt.
Yeah.
You had all their caskets over there.
So this is all just like their personal wealth.
Buried with them. There's about 1,000 gold worth of stuff.
Oh my gosh.
I'm stuffing my pockets.
I could probably put a bit in
We
my
won't take
bag
their
of
holy
holding.
relics, but we will take their gold.
All right.
I will take. I will grab a few significant bundles and put them in my bag, and I'm gonna look at Sia and be like, "This is for you for when we get back." For my bag, because it's in my bag of holding. Because I can carry more.
So you guys gather up a bunch of gold that was there waiting, and then
I imagine Sia probably can't really carry any.
No, she's probably a weak little dove right now.
she is.
Well, and I only have a -1 on my strength.
Yep.
That too.
But between the rest of you, Shimonji does kind of look at you guys a little bit like, are these grave robbers or what? I mean,
Yes.
They need the money.
a bit uncouth, but okay.
I know, but
the term is unemployed.
they need the money. So I give them a little leeway in that regard.
Well, but and she points back towards the crypt where they don't need it anymore. So
No, they don't. Makes sense. All right. So we'll continue to head out once we are
roll me a
done.
perception check.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
Sia probably doesn't see anything.
Yeah, investigator. Give me that.
32.
Okay.
34.
All right. You do see down the hall that you see hands
Oh, for the run.
on
Run.
the wall over beyond where the crypt was,
Run.
where you knew they two were hiding.
Run.
But they just watch you as you walk.
Friggin' Smeagol's. Run.
I bork at it.
You what? You bark at it?
Bork.
Do you jump ahead a little bit?
Roll
when
me an
you
intimidation check,
Like a
Theo.
full body. Just, whoa.
Yeah.
Give me an intimidation. Give me an intimidation. I want to know how this bark happens.
Those little dogs that bark and their whole bodies jump as they bark.
Mhm. Yes.
36.
Oh, in the
Jeez.
enclosed space, your bark
Seriously.
echoes, and you sound like a much larger dog.
Sounds like
There's a
Bruce.
big shadow behind me.
Bruce honestly looks up and was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, Bruce has just been hanging out next to me. A lot of the talking got him
forgot
really
about
bored,
Bruce.
so he was just like...
Well, he was
whatever.
just gnawing on one of the bones.
Oh, yeah, that
Yep.
makes sense. That makes sense.
A snack.
All right, so we're out. So we then, after the intimidation,
Yep.
it's like, whoa, okay, we're going to go now.
After you get outside, you do see, it was walking behind you, about 5 steps behind the skeleton form, walk out, just following these orders, and then stand at the entranceway.
Right.
The other one is laying on the ground with its cloak there. Do you...
Should
I
kind
pick
of
up the cloak and put it
grab
over
the
the new one.
cloak. Yeah.
All right. So you drape this over it like a mannequin there. And then as you're there close to it, suddenly you hear, "Stay out."
Jeez. Do you think it's like a motion sensor thing, or do you think it's like an timer?
Nope.
Timer.
Timer. I'm gonna wave my hand in front of it.
Stay out.
No, it's motion. It's motion activated. Motion activated. All right. Well, you enjoy your little spot here, and we are going to go now. We will head at this point. I don't think we should head back to Theo's. I think we should go back to the palace or the encampment,
Temple.
wherever we met.
The fort.
The fort. Yes, we're going to go back to the fort.
We didn't meet you at the fort, though.
No, you didn't. But we need to get her to the fort now. Otherwise, it's going to become a problem. I don't think it's a good idea for her to be out on the streets.
Yeah. Are you leaving?
No, we're not leaving. Not yet. No. Besides, when I leave, you are coming with me, so it's fine. Let's head to the fort and get Shumonji taken care of, and then we can discuss other things. Agreed?
Agreed?
Sure.
Okay, fantastic. Let's go.
Theo.
Can we take the scenic route?
No. We cannot, for multiple reasons. One, we're not taking 10 years to get there. But two, she needs to get there like now.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But we're really hungry.
That's great. We will eat when we get to the fort.
Theo, with your That's Odd skill, you're looking around. You've looked at this area before. You notice there's an area of the grass over there that looks off. Kind of on the grassy area, just a little bit farther away. Something that doesn't seem right about it.
It's different grass, or is no longer grass, or is grass where it's.
Roll me a perception check and let's see how much you know.
Understand.
All I have to do is tell you that something's odd. I don't have to give you everything.
Fair. 26.
26, okay? With that, you're not sure. Just something seems off in that direction. Anna, roll me a reflex save.
Oh, jeez Louise. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it with my digital dice. The other ones are being mean. 35.
35. With that reflex save, as you're there, suddenly from this spot, a bolt comes flying through the air, a crossbow bolt, straight at Shimonji. But with that roll, you pull out your sword and whack the bolt out of the air. And then from that spot where you saw it, you suddenly see a figure jump up and run away.
Bruce, fetch!
Actually, yeah, that's a really good idea. Bruce, go.
Okay. Bruce will chase them, I guess.
Yes, chase.
Can I try to track them?
You can.
We should
Bruce
follow
is
behind.
150-pound Conne Corso. I think he can go a little bit faster than that. But
we can follow behind.
yes.
As kind of, do we want to Zoe, or do we get her to safety?
No, that's why Bruce is on the thing, and then we can get him back. So we go with her, and Bruce will come back to me.
But we need to
Then
move
what's
quickly.
the purpose of having Bruce go after him?
Because he'll knock him down, and then I will come back and find him. Why is this a problem?
It sounds convoluted.
Yeah.
Well, I can't necessarily call Bruce back at the moment. He's already gone.
Well, you always can. You're telepathically linked to this guy.
So we're basically choosing to focus on continuing what we're trying to do.
Yeah, so let's go.
Okay.
So let's go forward, and I will
Yes.
speak with Bruce as we are going. So we go.
Okay.
So we are taking Shimonji to the fortress.
Shimonji, after that, is now like hanging on your back, almost like cowering, looking around every corner.
So we're going. It's all right. It's all right. And I kind of like pat her head a little bit and just be like, it's okay. We're gonna go. We are leaving now. And Anna is going to go at speed.
Okay. So we're going to go at
hopefully
speed.
you guys can catch up.
Are you running or just walking quickly?
I'm gonna like jog.
Okay, full on run. So I need athletics checks from everybody, including Sia.
Oh, jeez. works. Well, we're not running very fast. That's a 25 for me.
That's
I got a 2.
7.
18.
What did you get?
I rolled
Abby?
4.
7.
Abby got 7. I got a 20.
I rolled
25.
an 8, though. I rolled an 8.
Az has a +0 in athletics too, but luckily he rolled an 18.
Oh, that's not bad.
So as you are trying to jog, you do have a very hard time because Sia continues to fall behind at different points, slowing down your progress as you're trying to make your way.
Can I
through
just
the
pick
city.
her up?
You can. Give me a second athletics check from you.
No, Anna, that hurts.
No, you'll be on my back. It's fine.
With her armor.
That's a 19. So it's a 32.
Oh yeah, she hefts you up, no problem.
42.
And
Ow!
starts to jog.
It's a
You feel
42.
the armor digging into you as she runs.
That really hurt.
You take
I
1
really
point of
missed the
damage.
scenic route.
Yeah.
1 point of
You
damage.
take 1 point of bludgeoning damage
Oh my gosh, what?
from being bumped against her constantly while she's
Can
in
I,
full
like-
armor.
Accidentally fall off, like when I take that damage.
No.
No,
because,
you don't.
like-
You don't fall.
No, Anna got a 42.
Anna's got you.
She's not letting you go.
Okay.
But then you.
I think I might be
we're
sick.
going to fail any stealth checks with the amount of panting that I'm giving.
Oh yeah, you got no.
We're
there's no
not
stealth.
trying to be stealthy at all.
No, I
We're
know.
just-
It's noisy.
So you guys run through the city and run as fast as you can.
As we're running, though, like, I want to be in contact with Bruce and be like, Bruce, do you have him?
Nope.
Are you close?
No.
What do you mean, no?
And
No.
you feel like this sheepishness, kind of come through the bond. And he's like, they're fast, and the smell went away.
You lost the trail?
Hmm.
Oh, darling.
Maybe it was. Oh, I'm not hearing this. Never
No,
mind.
you can't hear this. No,
Nope.
darling,
Dang
it's all right. Won't you come find me?
Hmm.
Come find me, darling. It'll be okay.
And so he will then start backtracking towards you.
Okay. He can pick up my scent and knows where I am from pretty much anywhere, so that works. All right,
Oh, no,
then we are going
really
to continue.
Ow, 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 ow.
Gosh. just a little bit farther. Just a little
You're
bit farther.
reopening my owies.
As will fix you. You're not shining anymore, so I think I can even fix you. So,
Yeah, and it is
How-
true. With the as that does go away, you will be able to be healed.
can you so are we close yet to the fort?
Yeah, as you're running through, you've been there before. You now are able to find your way to the fort, and as you come to the up, though, you're running this motley crew running through here. You do get stopped at the front gate. Like halt.
All right. And I'm gonna take Aunt Sia off of my back. I don't remember. I have a badge. I have a thing that shows who I am, right? Don't I have a thing?
You do.
I do
You've
think-
got like your patents. and you've
Yeah, I've got all
this
of my
stuff,
things.
like-
So I'm gonna just kind of breathing, just here. Take a look at this. And he just hands it to the guard.
they suddenly stand a little bit more attention.
It's like, thank you. And you take it back and kind of stick it in here, and then walk through with the people. And then I am going to turn and say, God, one of you with me.
Right. Of course.
Thank you.
And then as you walk by and they begin to see who's behind you, they're kind of looking at everyone. And then suddenly they see Theo. Oh, hey, Theo.
Hey. There's a hey, but it also is like one syllable cut in half and just so much running, just snot down.
Theo, you okay, man?
They made me run.
I always told you, man, you need more cardio.
It's overrated.
Back in the day, man, and when we were in, basic training, you had a hard time. Because you guys forget, Theo was a soldier with the army, so like he knows the other soldiers in the area.
And it's not actually physically. It's all mental. Like I'm not actually in any pain.
Like it's all just mental.
So they
Yeah.
kind of circle around you and walk you in. Now, where are you going?
I first would like to go to my room, our rooms,
Okay.
so that we're all in one area, and then I would like to get as soon as we're in there and everyone's settled. Has Bruce gotten back to me at this point?
Bruce caught up, yeah. He's
Bruce
able
caught up, okay.
to run because he can run a lot faster than Theo can.
Yes, he can.
Because, sorry, Theo, you're only on 2 legs.
Yep, that's
It's
fair.
true. So Bruce is with us, and I'm gonna have him sit and stay, and then call for a servant, like one of the master servants, and then tell them to go find the Pathfinder Society person. I don't remember his name.
And some food.
Oh, and apparently some
You
food.
promised.
I know I promised. And some food. We need some food.
Okay.
I am looking through my Rodrus. It's Rodrus that we need.
Okay. Rotors, you said, right?
Yes. That's the name. I said my notes.
Okay.
Rodrus.
They go off, and you all get into your room. Sia, this is a nice room. Like, this is nicer than you guys are definitely used to. 4-poster bed, king
I
size there
immediately jump on the bed.
Oh, God.
Smart.
Let me
It's fine.
treat you. Sia, can you come here? And he kind of leads you over to the wash basin and kind of washing area. He's like,
Start
we need to get you
cleaning
more
off
cleaned
all
up.
of your dried
You're-
blood.
Yeah, you're kind of in a
A
state.
state.
And he cast prestidigitation on you a couple of times because,
And she just kind of glares.
It's fine. Darling, you don't want to have blood all over you. It's okay. It's good. Anna's just going to kind of sit down in one of the lounge chairs and just kind of like sprawl with her head back.
But
And-
it's a 4-poster bed.
I know.
So
know.
he gets you cleaned up and just kind of, making sure that you're and at this point he can do he'd be able to do another medicine check to try and heal you some more hit points because he can do that every so many minutes.
Yeah,
So-
all the while she's like just rolling her eyes. She's like hurry up.
You can't rush good work. Now, I know that you are, used to this, but generally you're unconscious for this. And now you're not. So, let me help. So, he goes ahead and he does succeed at that check. So, that is another 30 hit points healed
Nice.
for Sia. After you've waited a little bit, they do bring a charcuterie board with chicken nuggets on
Yeah.
it in the Andoran style,
Uh-huh. Yep. In the Andoran style.
with chicken nuggets like that, and brings it to you for you guys to eat. I'm sure Sia begins to devour it.
Mm-hmm.
And after you wait 30 minutes, 45 minutes, Shimonji is like in the corner, like hidden animal style.
No, it's fine.
After about an hour, you have a knock at the door.
Finally. I get up to answer it.
Before you open the door,
Okay.
is there a way for me to get a sense of who's behind the door?
Can you see through walls?
No. But I have a sense that if we just like nonchalantly open the door, the wrong person is going to be behind it. I want a way to like. We should have come up with like a secret knock or something.
All right, so this is what we're going to do.
Yes.
Can you have something prepared before I open the door?
Lightning striking between his fingers.
All right. You feel better?
I'm going to draw my sword cane of light.
You put
Good
you draw
idea.
your lightsaber. Az has kind of got the Chidori happening in his hand. Which if you're a Naruto fan, you know what that is.
I do. Yay.
And Anna, do you go and open the door?
Oh, well, before you open the door, can you tell me then give me a description of the individual that we're looking for?
He's an older gentleman, dark skin, short hair,
Wear a hat.
wore a hat.
Okay. I just want that in my head. So if it's not that, I'm going to attack.
Okay.
All right then. Ready? Just kind of like yes. All right.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna open the door and step to the side slightly, and
Okay.
then kind of be like, "Hello."
As you open the door, you see instead a richly dressed man, over average height, with mutton chop type beard and a mustache, with his hair kind of cut into just almost like a mohawk, but like, just shaved on the sides completely, dressed in very nice fancy robes. And he's like, hello?
You are not who we asked for.
No, you asked for... Who was...
Roderus.
You've seen Roderus?
Yes.
No one's seen Roderus.
Who? Wait.
By the way, you would recognize this individual. He was in the council chamber.
Yeah. Is this the Pathfinder Society head?
It is.
Okay. We didn't exchange pleasantries though. We didn't meet each other.
There was introductions that were made.
There were introductions. Okay. Okay.
Roderus is here.
He was.
I have not seen Roderus for... He kind of does his own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Rogue agent a bit. Doesn't come to meetings.
Well, he. Dear. Come on
Is
in.
he a
Let
ghost?
me explain what's happened.
Well, he was alive last time we heard, and apparently still.
So I'm going to motion him in, and then kind of like
He
just
comes in
put a
and
hand
stands
out for as like we're good. It's fine.
Az recognizes him and
Mm-hmm.
does lets go of his stuff. Oh, he looks over at Theo with his lightsaber.
And Bruce
Were
is
you expecting trouble?
possibly. Bruce is. Oh, hi, baby. Speaking.
Well,
of
since you're not the person we were
doggies,
expecting to see, yes.
So, Letty, don't hold on.
Uh-oh. I think we might need to do a quick 5-minute break. I think our dog needs to get let out.
No, hold on, Letty, stop. There we go. Sorry, she had my ear things wrapped around her muzzle. Just for visual, Bruce is by Shimonji,
All right.
like at an attention stance. He's checked in with me, everything's okay, but he's fully at attention in guard mode.
Okay. He says, I am Venture Captain Ambrose Valson. We met.
Ambrose
Valson. Valsin.
Okay.
I run the lodge. I run the Grand Lodge of the Pathfinder Society. If
I wish I could
Roderus...
show you guys my doggy. I love her so much. You don't have any idea.
If Roderus... What did Roderus want?
So this, and I'm going to step to the side and kind of show Shimonji in the corner.
Hello?
This is Shimonji. She has been on the run from Kedepesh. Hashim Ibn, I don't remember his whole name, has been looking for her. And
Yes, we are aware. He has stated that she is a dangerous criminal.
more like she knows things he doesn't want anyone to know. So,
Well, to those in power, isn't that the most dangerous?
yes, it is. So we convinced her to come in. And Roderick asked us to do this thing. I assumed with your knowledge and understanding, but apparently...
Nope.
I rarely does he do anything with permission. If he did, I wouldn't have so much paperwork.
Well, he gets things done because he sent us on it. But this is her.
Right.
So we... Honestly, I'm not really sure what to do because I kind of figured Roderick would just take it from here. Or Roderus would just take it from here.
He tends to send things and then it's like, here, haha. And you're like, great, what do I do with this? And he's like, it's cool, isn't it? Like, oh, look, this artifact I found that happens to pop out, and summon giant demons. And he thinks it's cool. And he sends it to my office. And then I'm like, oh, you could have warned me before.
You have something that summons giant demons?
Yeah, we collect and catalog and protect powerful relics. And we gather
Can I have
knowledge. No. No.
Even to fight Cuthwaldwin?
Some things are... It's mutually assured destruction is generally not the best
I would like
deterrent.
to roll diplomacy.
Can I look at it? Can I see it
want
firsthand?
it.
And then you
I
look
don't
away.
have it with me.
Oh, nope. That's a nope.
Yeah, it's back in our holds and the other ones are in our museums and in our...
It would be incredibly helpful, though, in our fight with Cuthwaldwin.
I'm sure we can find other...
Especially considering the information that this dear person has.
Sia has fallen asleep on the bed.
Okay.
Yay.
As he walks over and greets Shimonji, gets down. Hello, I am the venture captain of the Pathfinder Society. I'm guessing that there's information here.
Yes.
I mean, look at her. She's dirty. And what is that smell?
Oh, my living laws. Are you serious right now?
You couldn't have at least given her a bath? Like, I'm
We
sorry.
just
Is
got
there
here.
treatment of you? Is this how you treat people?
It's how I'm going to treat you if you don't stop it.
Excuse me.
You don't get to just walk in here and then start saying snippy, rude things. You have no idea what we have been through to try and get this woman, and she has more than enough information that you need to be polite.
You need to be polite. Why is she in this state?
Because she's terrified, because as soon as we collected her, someone tried to kill her.
You left that detail out.
You decided to come in and just started accusing people of smelling bad.
Also, she was hiding in the crypt.
I didn't necessarily want to divulge
That's
that
a horrible place to hide out.
information, but that's fine.
Well, that would explain some things. Thank you. Thank you for that information.
So we went straight from there to here, and you showed up before any sleeping, or eating.
No, you
No,
have a
the
charcuterie
food
board.
is here.
You have
the
a charcuterie
food
board.
is already here. You've been eating. Sia ate enough that she is now asleep. Sorry, wrong direction.
You can't see her head either. She is like completely under the
fully
covers. Full on
enwrapped.
under the
I'm gonna call for Bruce, and he's gonna like Bruce, up, and I'm gonna have him come snuggle around you. All right, so this is the deal, and then Anna goes into an entire spiel about everything that happened and all of the information that Shimonji has with hopefully any interjections that she needs. But at the end of the day, it's the Supreme Elect needs to have this information, one, and number two, needs to keep her safe.
And 3 needs to pay us for this.
I'm pretty sure you got paid with the stuff from the crypt.
You watch as you tell him this information, and he kind of just stops and sits. And then you watch as he sits on the bed.
Does Bruce kick him?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know if he's close enough. Bruce will kick him.
No, I mean, he's not sitting close to. But He
Okay.
just kind of sits down and just like kind of sits there. So.
Sia sits up.
Oh, there's another one of you. Oh, okay. So let me make sure I understand. You watch as he looks around. We should talk in a place we know is more secure.
I didn't realize that.
Well, there are. If half of what you just told me is true, there are those specifically of which you are discussing that would be able to listen without ears. Do you understand my meaning?
Mm-hmm. I do. As
Kind of was like, I could prepare something. He's like, we have places. Can you come? All of you.
Yes, of course.
And he leads you.
Hold on. Going to see. I was like, are you feeling all right? Are you ready to? Can you move, or should you just stay here?
I'll come.
All right.
Then I will too.
Come. And he leads you out and then begins walking briskly down the hall and then pulls aside another guard, discusses with him briefly, and then leads you off again. And they continue. You begin to twist and turn and weave your way through through this fort, heading down. Multiple levels down, until eventually he leads you through. It's beginning like stone, harsh stone. You're probably more like dungeon level areas. And he leads you off into a room, and as you opens the door, you see magical sigils and circles all over the place. And he's like, this is a room they use for questioning those of arcane powers.
Mm-hmm.
So it is blocked.
All right. Telepathically, I'm going to say to Az, is it as secure as it looks?
And Az is like, wow.
I will take
Arcane
that as a yes.
studier here is like geeking out. As you do you follow in?
Yes.
As you walk in, suddenly your telepathic link with Az disappears.
Does it feel weird?
I imagine it feels like, I mean, we've gotten so used to it that it's almost like a missing limb. So as soon as I feel that connection is severed, is my connection severed to Bruce as well? Does Bruce disappear?
No. He still manages to stay in this sphere, but if Bruce was outside the room and you were inside the room, you probably couldn't talk to him.
Okay.
But since he goes with you, you stay connected.
It's still there. Okay.
That was convenient.
You all head in to the room, and he closes the door.
I try to reach out telepathically to Az. I'm like, Az. And looking at him. Az.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing it with my head.
Oh. Are you staring at me? Oh, you're trying to... Yeah, not going to work probably right now.
Yeah, I just thought I'd try. It's not working? I'm sending you inappropriate thoughts. Nope. All right.
And
It
everyone
would
else
have
is
made
kinda
you blush.
Everyone else is seeing you make weird faces. So, okay. I want to make sure I am clear. You are claiming that the current ruler of Kedepesh, the leader of the city, I mean, they're the Packmasters, but they're this enigmatic hidden group that no one sees. But Hashim ibn Sa'id is actually an
I'll go through.
Illuminati.
Aluminum.
I have a hard time. I mean, this is very strange.
There is a suspicion. I now have a suspicion that Kuth Waldwin is not all that he says he is, or shows to the world.
Which, by the way, for our D&D viewers, I will make one correlation. And I'll go through in Pathfinder, in D&D, is an aboleth.
Oh my.
That is the equivalent monster in D&D.
So now you're like, oh snap, that's bad.
I figured it was bad because it sounded like Cthulhu.
It's along those veins. Not quite, not an old god, but definitely interesting creatures. Okay.
I was thinking Mind Flayer, but Aboleths are worse.
It's probably the equivalent in the Pathfinder world. There is no Mind Flayers in Pathfinder. That was one D&D didn't let them have.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the equivalent in the Pathfinder world to a Mind Flayer.
Mm-hmm.
And he has been running things, but now this is important because he is now in alliance with Cuthwaldwin.
Yes.
So who is the mastermind?
Well, if what I understand to be correct, the Golthu Algothu do not have masters.
No.
So either Kuth Waldwin is his puppet, which I could understand, or Kuth Waldwin is an Algothu in disguise.
The Algothu, they seek to dominate, to control everyone and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The first, from what the writings we've been able to find, their first dictum, their driving ideal is that life exists to be controlled.
So, I mean, it falls in line with what's happening. It's just more of a question of who's in charge and what's the end game.
If it's the Algothu, the end game is world domination. I know that sounds cliche, but the last time that their domination was threatened, they pulled a star out of the sky.
I know. I have a feeling that Pharasma and Asmodeus are wanting to prevent this from happening.
This is... so you're saying this is larger than just a Cheliax flexing. It's wanting to regain its old domains.
If that's what you thought this was, yes. This is not that.
That's what everyone thought it was.
No, this is not that. Kuth Waldwin has wanted more from the beginning.
And he turns and he's like, and who are these people? I know you two. He points at Az and and who are these? And he points at Sia and Theo.
I'm Theo.
I'm her sister.
Yes, Theo was his former guard and a part of... I know, don't try to work it out, trust me. And Sia is my... Yes. I am a tiefling. She is not. It happens all the time.
Interesting. It's actually rare in a lot of family lines not to have it be a dominant gene. A lot of times it is the dominant. It's very rare to see it as a recessive gene. And as kind of is like, I know from the genetic standpoint, and they start geeking out for a moment. On,
All right,
the
back,
medical
focus,
significance of that.
focus, back on track, please. Anyway, that's who they are. I don't know who's in charge, who's doing what. But I do know that if we don't stop him,
What was that?
Neither do I.
if we don't stop him, very, very bad things are going to happen.
We knew bad things would happen, but this might be larger. Okay. Well, I would ask you not to discuss this outside this room.
I cannot promise that, but what I will promise is that I will not do anything to jeopardize this mission.
Because if what you say is true, they might be able to hear from anywhere. And from what I understand, Kuth Waldwin is aware of you. He points at Anna.
Yes, he is.
So, I would be aware of that. You're her sister?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I will advise and inform the Supreme Elect and the other leaders in private. We will need to counsel on this and see what we do.
All right.
Well, you all get, he looks around, cleaned up.
I would like to return to Ravenel as soon as possible.
After we get cleaned up?
Sure.
Yes.
It will take some days. We had planned a council tomorrow, but you changed things.
I understand that. But I do not feel that you now have all the information needed. I do not feel you need me here anymore.
Well, we need to make a decision. You are the representative of Ravenel, as we need to decide what we are going to do in the conflict. If you wish to return and council, that makes sense, and then we will need a delegate from Ravenel to return.
That's fine.
So we can make
That's
a council.
That's absolutely fine. We will have another come, but for the moment, I believe it is imperative that I return to the Domina and relay the information that we have now, because I believe that is going to change some things pretty significantly on our side. So
That is fair.
if you will allow to take our leave, and we will return. I will return a delegate to your whatever council you need.
All right, well,
Shimonji, do you want to stay here, or do you want to come with us to Ravenel?
I would advise that she stay. I will need her first-hand account.
No, it's up to her, but I
I
understand.
agree.
Ravenel is far less fortified.
At the moment, it's safer than here,
What would you say? Why would you say that?
considering there's assault at your front.
And we need a secret room to be able to talk about what we're talking about.
Well, you'd need to do that there too.
Yes, but Kintargo is significantly farther away from the war front.
And we know we're allies. We don't know about other people.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that the Oguthu might be able to listen remotely to you. Scrying.
True.
Hence the room.
If Shimonji wants to stay here, that's completely her choice.
she looks around the room. She's like, they could not hear me through this? He's like, no. She's like, I'm good here.
All right.
Well, I would advise, we would be returning you not to Kintago, though, but to the Domina.
No, yes, of course, to the Domina.
Which is technically closer to the border of Cheliax than we are,
But not
understand.
to the front of the wall.
well, I will. We can make the arrangements to have you teleported back. It is getting late on the morrow,
Yes.
and then we will contact you with the need for the council, and then he will open the door to escort you out.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to head back up to the room, and as soon as we get there, I am going to shut the door, and we're all in the same room.
Yep, you're all in the same room.
You guys all came with. I'm going to turn to Theo and Sia. I know you've been on your own for a while now, obviously. Whatever.
I love you.
I would like you both to come back with us to Revenel. And specifically, I would like you, Theo and Sia, to take up residence in our home in Kintago. It is safe. It's the home of a former golden dragon, so it's incredibly well fortified. But I would like you to come so that we can A, be together when all of this is over, but B, that I know that you are safe and that I can come back. And then we can look at possibly doing something with this barony that I have at some point.
I will only agree to this if there's something valuable I can do or contribute.
Well, you did just get a lot of money.
Sorry, you go.
You just got a lot of money, so if you want to do...
I think she means like purpose, not
Oh, that's
like
what
not being a metaphorical prisoner.
Do you no, not a prisoner. No, Kintago is wonderful place. We know all the correct people, and we could have them keep an eye out on you for you. So that's not a problem. There are you like medical things, right? And you're already connected with Pharasma. Why don't you go study to be an assistant in the Temple of Pharasma? You could, learn how to help women give birth to little babies. Or sit with the elderly as they spend the last few days on Earth. That's meaning.
But that's not helping you.
That's fine. What helps me is knowing that my sister,
Little
baby, is safe.
But I could help you.
I understand that. But I just got you back. I'm not going to take you headlong into a world that you could very easily die again.
Again?
Almost.
I've
You
never
were 10
died.
health points away from dying.
I died.
Theo did
You
die
were knocked
twice.
out. You didn't die, you were knocked out.
Okay, Theo was knocked out twice.
You made me run.
That's just going to be your thing now. You made me run.
Resurrection in Pathfinder
It's
is a
5
week.
days.
It's a week-long ritual.
Yeah. I know you want to come. Because that's what you mean, right?
Yes, but I don't want to just sit and be safe in your house.
Well, what would you want to do?
I want to help.
Help with what?
Anything.
Help with the war effort? No, not anything, because I just gave you an entire lifetime of work.
But that wasn't helping you. I want
So
to
that's
help
specific.
you.
So what? You want to come to the war front with me? You want to battle the automatons?
Well, I'm not great at battling, but I could be there to heal.
And inspire.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
mean, think of how much harder you're gonna cleave things if she's standing there.
I think I can cleave things pretty hard.
But it could be cleave harder.
Sia, Anna, could I possibly give you another thought?
What?
We know that Pharasma has a stake in this conflict. Yes?
She does.
Sia, would you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
You've had visions throughout this time, but no one listening to them. No one trying to use them.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're both ignoring the possibility that her visions could be of great help.
Yeah. Yeah. See?
If it helps, I'm not ignoring that. I think it's important for C to make the decision.
So what? You want to come with us to the battlefront? Because that's where we're going to end up being.
She can be in the battlefront, but not necessarily in the battle. She can be
With
there.
the medical people in the back.
And I'm sure the Domina would want to be able to hear as her visions come, and around the Domina is a very safe place.
I could meet the Domina.
Don't.
And your dressmaker?
Domina will not be in the battlefield, Anna.
Oh.
She will be leading the war efforts, and will need wise people and information.
That sounds like a purpose.
That makes me incredibly uncomfortable, though.
As telepathically sends to Anna, why? I'm not understanding.
Because I don't want her anywhere near the front.
Anna,
I don't want her close to the battle.
Anna, is inside Kintargo really that safe either?
It's safer than getting your soul sucked out of your body.
She's not going to be in the battles. The Domina's not fighting on the front lines, Anna.
I know that. I don't want her to get hurt again.
You lost her for 10 years. Do you want her to be gone from your life again?
No, that's why she's coming.
So, then she's going to be in your life, requires that she be somewhere, at least in a proximity to the front. And you're watching as they're just staring at each other. This is all happening telepathically. Sia's not hearing any of this. She just sees Az and Anna staring at each other.
All right. I will concede. You can come with us back to the Domina. But if I get even a whiff that it is not safe for you any longer, I need your word that you will go. If I tell you to go. Can you agree to that? And then you can stay and you can meet the Domina and you can meet Sir Michael and you can do all of the things that your little heart is excited about. But I need you just to promise that when it's time, you will go. Will you do that for me, please?
Hmm. Okay.
All right.
But this is a war
Yes, it
and a
is.
serious threat
I
and
promise
dangerous.
before I send you away, I will check with Az.
Yes. Then yes, I definitely.
All right.
We can totally bribe Az.
Oh, great. Now you're putting me in the middle of this?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, we
jeez.
are. Because apparently I am too far one way and you have a tendency to balance that out.
And I'm not making a decision. I'm making sure I go wherever Sia goes.
Yes. All right. Well, then it's decided. Tomorrow morning, we will teleport back to the Domina.
Oh,
And-
good. We're not running anymore.
No. No. And we will be back at the main camp.
But bring a barf bag. At least I've heard that teleporting, like, is really
It's
stomach
strange.
churning.
It's a strange experience.
Our last experience, Anna, was not normal.
What? Someone trying to snatch us out of the air? Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
So, I do want to do one thing, though. Sia, I don't know if you want to stay in this room with Anna. I do have a room down the hall.
Yes. Are you going to go?
I thought I should go clean up. I also could use some cleaning. Theo, do you want to stay here? Do you want to come? Do we need to get another room? I'm sure they have them.
I don't know. Do you want to stay, Theo? Do you want to stay with us, or do you want to have your own space? I'm assuming, Sia, you're staying with me.
Or do all of you want to camp out in one room? Slumber party.
What if
Slumber
for
party
now we
sounds
camp out all
fun.
together?
Oh, sorry. What, Julian?
What if for now we camp out all together?
We can do that. That's
Yeah.
fine.
That
As you
sounds
wish.
fun.
As you wish.
I mean, this room is plenty big enough.
Yes, it is.
That it is.
It's very large. It's very nice. I'm sure we can have some cots brought up.
I will see what I can do. I will talk with the gods and the servants.
And more food.
I will.
Yes, please.
You are an endless pit.
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing. I don't think I've ever seen anyone of your stature pack.
I will
Back
tell
as much
them
as you do.
that
It takes a lot of energy.
Should I have them bring a whole roast?
Probably.
Yes.
Yes.
Honestly, as it's probably a good idea because whatever they don't eat, we can give to Bruce.
I will see what I can do and speak to the help.
Okay.
Most of them are
And-
halflings
and-
anyways.
And send for pies.
Yes. Both sweet and savory.
Yeah.
And he walks out of the room. Just
Wait,
like,
I'm gonna follow Az out
oh,
really
yes,
quickly.
Anna?
I'm gonna shut the door behind me. Okay.
Open the door and run out.
So you you if I think that it's a problem, I need you to back me to send her home.
Anna, you cannot hide your sister.
I'm not trying to hide her.
Yes, you are.
I
You
agree.
are trying to control her life as much as any slaver I've ever known.
That is not fair.
But it's
That is
true.
not
You close
fair.
the door, so you're saying this out loud, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I shut
Yeah.
the door behind us though.
Yeah, but your
We're
voice is
listening out the
raising.
crowd.
You can be
Like, we're
listening out the
hearing you now.
But you're only hearing, these are like old school doors. You're only hearing like every third word.
You're not rolling stealth checks and you're getting angry. Like it's
Yep.
That is not fair.
Anna,
It's not fair.
it is.
No, it's not.
You cannot just control her life.
I'm not trying to control her life. I'm trying to keep her safe. I agreed to let her come to the main
Anna, since
effort.
the moment that we found her, you have done nothing but dictate to her and give orders. You don't even ask.
It's because she's 16.
And how many years older
she is
are you?
16.
Anna?
I am
True.
3 years older than her, but I have lived a hell of a lot more life than she has.
Anna, take it from someone who has been told what to do their entire life. It builds resentment, and you will lose what you just found. You want to protect her, I understand. But you cannot force. What will you do if she says no?
I would not be happy.
And what would you do?
I'd want to stick her in my bag of holding and make her stay there until she figured it out.
What I will tell you is that in the bag of holding, it is an extra dimensional space. and
Hey,
I
she
believe
can
a
survive for
vacuum-
10 minutes. I did
10 minutes.
research.
Yep.
10 minutes, yeah, all right.
No, in all honesty, if she really didn't want to go, I wouldn't force her to come.
I don't
But the
think-
alternative is I would stay.
So these are the things that you need to start thinking about. There needs to be a level of asking. Because when she says no, you just try and pick her up. You
We
force.
needed to move. Someone had just tried to kill us.
Anna, people try and kill you all the time.
Which is why it's probably better that she's in Kintargo and not actually
Made
near
us
me.
run.
Anna,
I'm gonna move down the hall a little bit more.
the way that this will work is let her be a counselor and an information to the Domina. The Domina will have more guards around her than anyone, especially after what just happened. It'll be the safest place in Kintargo. And she will be able to help with her visions and feel like she has purpose and that she is helping her sister.
Well, she is, and that's I'm
And
totally
if
fine
she
with
was,
that.
and if you stuffed her into a house and locked all the doors,
I'm not stuffing her in a house.
you want to.
I do want to.
And that is a problem, Anna.
It's not a problem. What's a problem is that I forced her to go. I'm not going to force her to go. I gave her an option. I gave her choice. She has choice. She did it. She has agency.
And what would you have done if I had not jumped in?
Continued to try to convince her.
So, what I'm going to say, Anna, I don't pull this card often, but you must remember, I do have some years on you.
You don't pull that card very often. I actually think that
don't.
might be the first time you have.
Try asking rather than telling. I think it'll get you a lot farther. Now, I have to go see if I can procure a roast in the middle of the day. Luckily, most of these servants are halflings, and I have a way with them.
All right. Wait. Come back.
Yes.
And I kiss him.
Don't forget the pies.
We are down the hall. You can't hear us.
And as we'll head off down the hallway to go and get some roasts.
Was there a like an altar or anything like that to Pharasma here?
No.
I don't remember. Okay. Is there?
That's why you went to the graveyard.
Is there a room where they keep dead bodies?
Generally not in a fort. They have those in graveyards.
There's not like a morgue or anything.
I guess maybe.
Okay. Fine. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the room.
Like, you're a champion of Pharasma.
I'm gonna
You
not-
don't necessarily have to find
I
a
know. I
shrine.
just it makes it easier for me.
Come
I'm gonna
to
knock on the door.
Oracle.
I just
Keep forgetting that. Just
I know you're an oracle, but like this isn't a conversation I want to have with Pharasma through my little sister. I'm just gonna knock on the door real and just say, hey, I am gonna go run an errand. I will be right back. Like right back. So just Bruce, stay. And then I'm gonna go find an empty maybe an empty room, corridor, library, kind
Well,
of.
Az's room is right down the hall. It's not being used at all.
All right, I'll go there. That makes sense.
So you head into Az's room.
Yep, I'm gonna just get a chair and sit down on it, take a couple of deep breaths, and after a moment, is Letty smacking her tail against the dogs and their loud tails. Gonna kind of close my eyes for just a moment and I need to speak with you. Either you or a emissary. I have questions that need to be answered. Please. Please call me back.
Roll a religion check for me.
Hey, Sia, you want to explore the place?
Oh dear Lord, no.
Just, go for a walk around the grounds.
Yeah, we can meet more of your soldier friends.
That's a 24.
Yeah, let's go say hi to people.
Is that
And we'll just
cocked?
walk around.
Sure.
It looked
Oh,
cocked.
yep, that was
From
totally
from my
cocked.
angle, it looked cocked.
That is a 31.
31. As you sit there and pray, suddenly you feel this slight feeling, a slight tickle at the back of your neck, like a spider crawling across it.
I mean, very
Gross.
gently.
No, don't need that.
I do gently reach back and feel. Is there a spider there?
Nope, there's not.
No? Okay. Okay, then turn.
Behind you, you do see a form of a woman dressed in a gossamer white robe with a veil over her face.
Hi.
You called.
Is this the Morrigan? Or
Yep.
is this okay. I'm like, this isn't
It's
for
it's a
right?
Morrigan.
Okay, it's a Morrigan. Hi. So Kuth Waldwin, is he an Algothu?
There are certain things that we are not able to answer.
Okay. You saying it that way tells me he is.
We have sent you the information. We've sent you the people.
Why can't you say? You can see everything that's happening up there.
Anna. The beings you're talking about are ancient.
But they're not ancient enough to be before Pharasma. She was the beginning. She was the end.
They are not. But they watch.
Do they have their eyes on me?
You watch her look around. Not enough right now.
But if I keep kicking up trouble, they will.
And if they think that you might know certain things,
How do I kill a god?
they are not gods. But they are ancient and not to be trifled with.
Okay. Is there anything that I need to know about Sia's abilities that can be helpful in an actual battle or just keeping informed?
Sia has definite connection. I will speak to her from time to time, and if those nearby listen, insights can be given. It
Is
is a
she-
direct line of communication that cannot be watched or observed.
All right. Is these abilities that she has, is that eventually going to kill her?
Not unless she is unwise with them.
But they could.
As could yours.
It's different.
You run into a crowd of monsters, you'll get yourself killed.
Yes, but I've always come out.
She runs into a crowd of monsters, she could get killed. The powers of themselves will not kill her.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. All right. I think that was all. Is there anything else you want to tell me? Actually, I do have a question. Are our parents happy?
They have passed and are part of the cycle.
Can they see that we're back together?
They saw what would be before they passed through. So they had no ties left to this world.
Okay.
She walks over, drapes her hand on your hair lightly, and as it passes over, it suddenly dissipates. And you're just left with almost a veil of your own of spider silk along the back of you. And you feel the cowl that's on you, that you never use, glow and radiate with power.
Does she disappear?
It disappears.
Okay. I'm just going to kind of like shake herself a little bit and then head back to the room.
All right.
The empty room.
Are you guys really gone?
Sia and Theo are now creeping around like sneaky,
Not creeping. We're just wandering. We're not prisoners. We're wandering.
Oh, come on.
Bruce
will.
is with them. Bruce is with them. So I'm just going to
Yes.
connect
We're
and just say,
gonna go
Bruce,
talk to
We're talk to the different soldiers, make some friends, probably invite everyone around to have some of the roast.
I didn't do that. I don't want to.
I'm just going to connect with Bruce really quick and be like, darling, where are you?
In the room. You told me to stay.
No, I
In
told
that
you to
corner
stay
where
with
Simon
her.
G
No,
was.
You did not. You
he
told me
went with
the
her.
The last person you told
He
him to
was
stay by
supposed-
was Shimon G. He did not tell her after that to stay with Sia.
You said to stay in the room. Yep. The whole idea to walk out was because you told the dog to stay.
I didn't catch that, but that's funny.
That is rude. So rude.
Julian and I caught that one.
Fine.
Just
I caught a lot
nonchalantly.
of things tonight, but not that.
Yeah, I didn't catch that one. All right, fine. I will go try and find them.
So you go and you start wandering around trying to find them. They are walking around and just saying hi to everyone and meeting the different soldiers. Theo knows quite a few of these guys from back in the day. And you eventually, Az comes back with food.
To an
you have a
empty
couple-
Which
room.
will always bring them back to the room.
Yep, which eventually you guys are brought back. And you guys, anything else you'd want to do before the night ends?
No,
Eat the food.
Oh, yeah, of course. Don't worry about
I
that.
definitely want to like plait Sia's hair and kind of like do the sisterly thing, getting her ready for bed and like crawl into bed with her next to her with Bruce at our feet and
You two braid each other's hair.
Yeah.
As you sleep, resting, Sia, as you sleep, as you lay there and dream, suddenly you find your mind wandering to a place that you've been before.
Mm-hmm.
And in it, you feel as if you were underwater.
Okay.
Not drowning, underwater, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
You see, as you come up from the water, you see a city. A city in the middle of an island. In the middle of a river. There's an island. And from this city, you get an impression that something there is watching you in the dream.
Ew.
And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh my gosh. Frick, we're on its radar now.
Now,
Or
the
at least
question is,
Sia
was it
is.
actually watching you in the dream, or was that just giving you the impression of there being something there? You don't know. Could
You
it be?
don't
Was that the city of Rivenel?
No,
No.
it wasn't. I will let Sia roll me a society check on the last roll of the night.
Oh my gosh.
I may use a hero point.
Go ahead. You've got him.
Oh yeah, natural 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yo.
I used a hero point.
That's fine.
But
That's,
I rolled
that's
a
what they're
natural
for.
20.
That's what they're
Nice.
for. That is clutch.
Oh my gosh.
In your reading and study, because you've studied and you've read about different places, you recognize that layout of a river that comes down, and then there's a city on one side, and then there's an island area in the middle. And you, from your readings and from maps, you recognize this as the city of Westcrown, the ancient capital of Cheliax that was gifted by the House Thrune, gifted it to Cuthwaldwin.
Oh my gosh.
That basically confirms that he's.
You just had a clutch
Yeah.
roll.
That
Abby.
he's an I'll go through.
Yeah.
That is where we will
Oh
end
my
tonight.
gosh. Oh
As
my
the story has
gosh.
continued, and now we progress in it. Thank you so very much
Ah.
for Abby and Julian for being here for so many weeks and for playing these amazing parts. I knew there was no way I was going to be able to play Sia.
No, you could not play 3.
No, I couldn't.
Plus,
And
yeah,
she had to have a protector, or it didn't make sense at all. I could not have played these parts, so thank you so very much
Thank you.
for joining
This was
me.
absolutely
fun.
amazing.
I had so much fun giving you crap, Haley.
I know.
Yep.
Vice versa. No, this was so wonderful having you both.
We taught Anna life lessons.
Yeah, you taught
Did.
Anna a few
And it was so
lessons.
nice to meet you, Julian. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I know.
Awesome.
That's true. Officially, it's so funny when you're friends with people online and you just think everybody knows each other,
Yes, you do.
and so you're just like, well, yeah, whatever. It's like
It's also different. Even if we did know each other online, that's still a different knowing each other.
yeah, it's a different level.
Yeah,
It's just
it
it's
is.
funny because I would play a game with somebody that I've been friends with for over a year, and it was the very first time we'd ever played together, and it was like so weird because it felt like we'd known each other forever.
Yep.
But anyway, thank you guys
Thank you
so
so very much.
much for coming. Thank you to our wonderful viewers, even though this wasn't live. Thanks for hanging out to the end. The end is always so exciting.
What are you talking about? It's totally live.
Totally live.
It's totally live. I mean,
Cliffhanger.
cliffhanger. We will be back live next week, but remember there is no talk show. However, Weston is going to be doing his little Weston's world building.
Yep. So
World
come join
building
me.
with Weston.
Come join me to World Build on Wednesday, and then we'll be back here on Friday to continue this storyline as they head back to Rivenel.
Ravenel, which is awesome. We're going back to home base, babies.
I really want to sing like Weston's world building, like Reading Rainbow. Weston's world building.
Well, then you gotta do it in a round
Yes.
though. Like Reading Rainbow was a reading, and it's like round going on there. So
Yes.
maybe I'll work on that as my intro.
We'll
for
create
it.
a new intro for it based off of Reading Rainbow.
So thank you
You're
all
welcome.
so very much. And remember, it only takes two. And
Good
I will leave you
night.
all with some important words.
Oh my gosh.
And good night.
What are you doing? What are you
If
doing?
it will, my mouse is moving on its own. So.